Sarah episode of Learning Spoken English. My greetings to you. Let's begin. But before I begin, let me give you a startling fact that will energize you to know more and more. And as I say about lessonness, the human cell is able to do 6 trillion things per second. Repeat, 6 trillion things per second. Isn't it amazing? And it must know what every other cell in the human body is doing. So, with this fact of our cell, let us have confidence in ourselves that we have the ability to learn anything. Spoken English is a learnable skill. I definitely want that every one of us should be able to speak good English. So let's begin with what I have got today for the learners, and later on we will talk about the advanced English learners too. So this is a short story I have got for you from the newspaper. Okay, and let me show it to you. Let me adjust this so that you can read it comfortably. Yes, I think you can read comfortably. This looks fine. So let me read it for you. Mark the pronunciations as well, as always. This is a story. This is a folk tale. As I've written, it's a folk tale about a silly wolf. It is a Mongolian folk tale. You can go to the internet and see more such stories on mongolianstore.com. It is given here at the end on the right side at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to read it for you now, the story. One day, and I hope you can see everything clearly, I'm writing all this in capitals with my hand to show my dedication for your learning and expect the same from you. One day, silly wolf, one day, a wolf was walking along the road. He found a piece of sheep intestine. Intestine is part of your stomach. And decided to eat it. But the intestine spoke to him, Wolf, do not eat me. To the south there is a horse that fell and is stuck in the mud. Please eat him. The wolf agreed and went to the place that the intestine pointed out. Seeing a horse stuck in the mud, he moved in to eat the horse. But the horse said, Dear wolf, if you want to eat me, first take me out of the mud and then eat me. Fair enough, the wolf took the horse out of the mud. But the horse said, If you want to eat me, first clean the mud off me. As the wolf finished cleaning the horse by licking the mud, the horse said, There is a letter in my hind hoof. Hoof is a lower part of the foot of the horse, and hind is the one which is at behind. So there is a letter in my hind hoof. Please read it first, and then you can eat me. As soon as the wolf went towards the hind feet, the horse kicked the wolf hard and ran away. Before his death, the wolf lamented. Lamented is an expression of sorrow or a complaint. It's an expression of sorrow. So before his death, the wolf lamented, Why did I let the sheep intestine fool me? Why did I take the horse out of the mud? Am I the owner of the horse? Why did I try to read the letter in the hoof? Am I illiterate? So you can take a snapshot of this. I hope you have been able to read along with me. I have marked the words, and in the comment box, do please let me know if you want to know the meanings of any of these words, and also how did you like the story method. I have brought a story from the newspaper for you. Here it is, right? So it was wonderful uh, sharing the story. So the moral of the story is that don't get fooled by people, and don't get interact with people who don't concern you, and don't do what the wolf did. This is a story which has got a lot of good English in it. Do read it in your spare time and improve your English. Now let's proceed to the next part, the next exciting part of our advanced learners. So for them, I have brought a story from the newspaper, and it is having excellent English. So please pay full attention and watch it carefully. Read it along with me. This is for the advanced English people, and I've written everything in bold. Hopefully you can read everything. Okay. Right? Just adjusting a bit. I think you can read everything. Okay. So it says, how the pandemic led to a gadget boom. How the pandemic led to a gadget boom. It is written by John Herman, and it is from the newspaper. Gadgets were supposed to be over. Smartphones, tablets, and smartwatches cannibalized the weaker devices around them. We will take up cannibalized. Cannibalized means to take spare parts of, for example, of two vehicles to use it in the third one. That is cannibalization. Or cannibalization also means to eat, especially of animal of the same species. Cannibalize, right? So, and cannibalize the weaker devices around them, including cameras, music players, navigation units, fitness trackers, and gaming devices. I would like to read this once again for you. It's very interesting and very much concerning our present times. Gadgets were supposed to be over. Smartphones, tablets, and smartwatches cannibalized the weaker devices around them, including cameras, music players, navigation units, fitness trackers, and gaming devices. The few tech products that broke through the noise of the crowdfunding sites and the crowded field of startups were quickly commoditized and undercut on Amazon. Now, commoditized is out here is related to commodity, something which is bought and sold in the market. So that is what happened to the startups. The stores, for now at least, it appears, the gadget apocalypse, we'll discuss this. Incidentally, this is a word very much which talks about religion or another meaning I'll give you. For now, at least, it appears the gadget apocalypse, that means great knowledge, has been averted. Averted means to go back or prevented. So for now, at least, it appears the gadget apocalypse has been averted, due in part to threats of actual apocalypse. 7 months of shattered plans, lockdowns, and rapidly improvised new normals have converted jaded consumers, they are tired consumers, jaded means tired consumers, around the world into frantic gadget freaks. Frantic is one which is concerning fear, and gadget freaks is something unusual. So I read it again. 7 months of shattered plans, lockdowns, and rapidly improvised new normals have converted jaded consumers around the world into frantic gadget freaks. each grasping for items that, in their chaotic disparity, chaotic is disorderly, disparity is something of inequality. So, each grasping for items that, in their chaotic disparity, tell the story of a strange dark year. Pulse oximeters, the iPhone 12, the HEPA air filters, infrared thermometers, bare minimum tablets, and laptops for schooling, and noise cancelling headphones. So, my viewers, this is what I have read for you. A beautiful article which has appeared in the papers on the Times today as to how we are defining the new normal and what is happening to the gadget boom. I am going to now discuss the words out here which will add to your vocabulary. So, without further thinking, let's discuss the words. I am ready to discuss the words with you. So, the first word is pandemic. We discussed in the last video too. Is a disease which is prevalent in one country or the entire world. Like, for example, a COVID-19 pandemic. Gadget. Gadget is a small mechanical or electronic device or a tool. For example, a variety of kitchen gadgets, right? Boom. Boom is the period of growth, rapid growth. Example, there's a boom in the share market. Cannibalized, as I was talked to you earlier, cannibalized means to eat, especially concerning an animal of the same species. For example, female spiders cannibalize coating males. Repeat, female spiders cannibalize coating males. Other one is now crowdfunding. This is something which I think many of the viewers would like to know. What is crowdfunding? Crowdfunding is raising money from large numbers of people, giving small contribution, especially through internet. Example, he launched a campaign to crowdfund his first album. Okay, startup. Another interesting word, startup. Startup is a young company formed or started by one or more entrepreneurs to develop a unique product or service. So now you know what a startup is. Commoditized, that is related to commodity, anything which can be bought and sold in the market. Apocalypse, yes, this is the word I wanted to discuss with you. Apocalypse is a disclosure of great knowledge. Is concerning religious matters, or it can mean destruction, widespread destruction. Example, the apocalypse of nuclear war can cause havoc in the world. Averted, turn away or prevented. Example, talks failed to avert a rail strike. Repeat, talks failed to avert a rail strike. Shattered, very upset, exhausted. Any of the meanings you can take. Example, he was absolutely shattered after he lost his job. Jaded is tired, bored, especially after having something. So if people are going through a lot of fatigue because of the pandemic, so that is how we say they are jaded customers. In this article we mentioned jaded customers, bored customers. Example of jaded is meals that tempt jaded appetites, bored appetites. You're eating the same thing again and again. So here he's talking about meals that tempt jaded appetites. Wonderful. Now 2-3 words more. Frantic. Frantic is concerning fear. Distraught with fear or anxiety or emotion. For example, she was frantic with worry. And if another meaning of frantic is disorganized, hurried way of doing something. Frantic attempts to resuscitate the girl, to revive her. Resuscitate means to revive her. Repeat, frantic attempts to resuscitate the girl. Freak or freaks. Unusual event. Unusual event. Or, for example, the accident was a total freak. Freak also means behave wildly. Like the young crowd was freaking out on the music in the festival. Behave wildly. And last one is chaotic disparity. Now watch it carefully. Chaotic is a state of confusion or disorder. Example, chaotic scenes in the assembly were not behaving well of discipline. Disparity is lack of equality or lack of similarity. So there is a growing disparity between the rich and the poor in India. So this is what I had for you today. I always enjoy bringing in new learning, grammar, published articles, knowledge, pronunciation, and the aim is that every one of us should be able to speak good English, because I believe speaking English will empower you and empower our nation. As I'm nearing the end of this video, I'm always wanting to wish for the very best for your future, for your progress, for your career, and for achievement of your goals. With a small request, you like my videos, please share them, subscribe, comment, write in the comment box. I always wait for your feedback. And now it is time to say goodbye. So goodbye, my viewers, my friends, till we meet again. Thank you very much.